Hi, good morning everybody. Welcome back to Confidently Char. I'm your host, Char Wilkerson. I was thinking the other night about how kind of disappointed I was in that chicken cheese steak, even though it was delicious. It was absolutely phenomenal, finger looking good, but I was kind of disappointed because I'm going to show you, this is the other roll that I had left over. Going back to the video, if you're going to watch it, make sure if you're going to make your chicken cheese steak for your friends or your family or your party, make sure it's a fresh roll. Otherwise, when you split it down the middle and you put your chicken cheese steak mixture in, your gut in, the bottom is going to seep through and break because it's stale. So kind of get you some fresh rolls. If you know that you're going to make your chicken cheese sticks that day or that night, get you some fresh rolls. Okay, I promise you, you will not be disappointed. The rest of the mixture in the whole chicken cheese steak creation was phenomenal. It would taste just like you got it from the restaurant, the Poppy store, corner store, wherever you're going to get your favorite cheesesteak from. And I already told you, link down below in that video, that how you order your chicken cheesesteak or your cheesesteak. You order it salt, pepper, ketchup, fried onions, mayonnaise, ketchup, and pickles, okay? Once again, salt and pepper, mayonnaise, ketchup, fried onions, and pickles. That's how you order a Philly cheesesteak, and that's how we're brought up to order our chicken cheesesteaks or our cheesesteaks. So today I want to make up for that. I'm going to do a big, huge breakfast for you. It's not going to be huge, okay? So let me tell you something. If you have one of these like I do, and don't laugh at me, if you have a portion plate from Cigna because you're trying to lose weight, it could be the video for you, because maybe you're going to have a little cheat day. But usually, honestly, I'm going to keep it real with you. I'm struggling in that area. So what I'm going to use my portion plate for is to actually season and batter my Scrapple for you today, okay? So this is just one of my plates that a lazy day plate when I don't feel like you using my good plates and dishes and silverware. This is one of my lazy day plates. But if you have a portion plate, I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, back to today's video. We are going to do, I was thinking, why not do something to honor the legendary, beautiful, phenomenal, there is none like her, matchless, former living legend who just passed away the other day, Miss Cicely Tyson, who just touched so many lives through cinema, through her philanthropy work, through all her goodwill ambassadorship, and she was just a phenomenal lady that everyone looked up to, not only just for her fashion sense, but for her wisdom and her courage, her talent, her spirituality. She was just such a beautiful person, and I didn't know her personally, but just to see her and hear her speak, one of a kind, phenomenal person who will truly, honestly be missed. So stay tuned. I'm going to walk you through everything we're going to need for our big celebration, Cicely Tyson celebration breakfast. And we're going to enjoy ourselves today. We're not going to worry about this so much. We always have Monday, and the Monday after that, and then the Monday after that, and maybe Tuesday, and we have those days. Yes, we do. But we're going to eat, and we're going to be good today, and we're going to have a really good breakfast, okay? I promise you. And yes, if you're wondering, I'm barefoot again. I told you I do not cook in my kitchen unless I'm barefoot. I have to be comfortable, because I know that I'm going to throw down. When I come near this stove, I am barefoot. Nothing's going to splash on me because I know what I'm doing. But we're just going to enjoy ourselves today, and we're going to remember our loved ones that we hold in such high esteem, in the same way that we do Miss Cicely Tyson. So we're going to do that in honor of those who are missing from our dining room tables for breakfast. We're going to do it in honor of them. And happy birthday to all the Aquarians, because this is Aquarius season, and Confidently Char is an Aquarius too, but we'll do a video about that later. I'm going to do something fun to celebrate my birthday next month. But Yeah, so stay tuned. This is going to be fun. It's going to be delicious. So come on over, everybody. Here's what you're going to need to get started. Of course, you're going to need your stove. You're also going to need a skillet. This is just a simple one that I picked up from the maybe Ross or Target. It's a Califon skillet. I'm going to be using my griddle today to make our pancakes, and just a little small saucepan to make our grits. And then later on, I'm just going to use a small little skillet just to make our cheesy eggs. Okay, so stay tuned. Now, this is what we're going to need as far as ingredients. I want you to come on over. Our ingredients for our big Cicely Tyson celebration breakfast is going to be, you're going to need some salt, some pepper, some table sugar, so some granulated white sugar, some parsley flakes, some carnation evaporated milk, or whatever your favorite kind of milk is, evaporated milk that you like to use. You can even use any kind of milk you like. I have some Southern Comfort traditional eggnog left over, and I'm going to use this and I'm going to incorporate this inside of my pancake mix. So we're going to see how that's going to taste, okay? Because I'm actually out of milk, and I'm just going to play around with our breakfast, try something different, right? So you're going to need 4 eggs, or however many eggs you need to feed your party. I'm using unsalted cream butter, sweet cream butter. I'm going to skip the meat for a minute, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to use some Krusteaz light and fluffy sweet cream complete pancake mix. It says just add water, but I don't like to add water. I like to add a little bit of milk or something a little bit more rich, just to give my pancakes just a little bit of nice little, you know, couture taste, if you like. And then I have some simple store brand grits, quick grits that promise to cook in less than 5 minutes. And this is by ShopRite. Okay, so I'm going to take you over to my meats. And then what's special about Cicely Tyson's celebration of life big breakfast this morning is going to be Ed Hip's turkey scrapple. Right? Country made turkey scrapple. If you don't know about Scrapple, you are missing out. It is actually a staple here in Philadelphia and in the tri-state area, Delaware, maybe even some parts of Maryland. But Philadelphia is not only known for cheesesteaks, but we're also known for our scrapple. And I'm really not a pork or beef person anymore. We did grow up on the original scrapple, which was made out of pork, you know, I guess scraps, if you want to call it. It just lists all the ingredients of here. Lists all the ingredients in here, what's actually comprised of it. But it's a really, really nice delicacy here in Philadelphia. It's so wonderful. I'm going to show you how to prepare that. And I just have some leftover turkey bacon, maple flavored turkey bacon that I'm going to fry up. Okay, so that's going to be our meats. Okay, I just had a little bit left over. I want to get rid of it, so I'm going to fry that up for us for our special birthday. Cicely Tyson life of celebration of life celebration breakfast. So you're also going to need some cheese, whatever your favorite kind of cheese is. This is just from the deli, sliced deli cheese. Yeah, I'm going to put that inside of our eggs. So stay tuned. And you're also going to need a little bit of oil. I didn't say that. Maybe just a little bit of oil just to put in your pan right here. Probably going to use a little bit of extra virgin olive oil that I have. I actually have some right here. Whatever your favorite kind is, I'm going to put a little bit extra virgin olive oil in here because I like the way that tastes with my meat. So stay tuned. Oh, I forgot. You're also going to need a little bit of flour. Whatever kind of all-purpose flour you have. I'm not going to use this self-rising flour, but I have gold medal all-purpose flour that I'm going to use to batter our scrapple. So those are some of the things that you're going to need. Once again, let me take this over here so you'll see everything that you'll need. And I'm also going to list it down below in my description box. All right, now, everybody, come and fix your plate. Or I'll fix it for you if you want. If you're shy, I'll fix it for you. We got some turkey bacon, maple turkey bacon, some eggnog pancakes, some Philadelphia Scrapple, Ed Hip's Philadelphia Turkey Scrapple. We have some grits with some butter, some extra butter, and we have some cheesy eggs, scrambled eggs. And don't forget your coffee. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I say rejoice. We are going to rejoice and celebrate Mama Cicely Tyson and all our loved ones that have gone on before us and that are waiting there for us in heaven. And we're going to give thanks. So this is my makeup meal for you. This is breakfast from Confidently Char. To make up from that chicken cheese stick that fell apart with a stale roll I had used. But it was still delicious. But I wanted to make it up to you. So let's fix your plate. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. So I made your breakfast. I made your plate. I made my plate. We're going to chow down and we're going to give thanks. I'm not going to be before you long, but I just wanted to share a couple of bites with you and maybe talk to you for a little bit. So we have pancakes and we have a couple of other things here. We have cheesy eggs. We have bacon. We have turkey bacon. We have grits, and we have scrapple, turkey scrapple. So, like I said, this was in honor of Miss Cicely Tyson, and for all of our wonderful loved ones who have gone on ahead of us and who are going to meet us there in heaven. So, I made us some coffee, and we're going to get ready to taste it. Let's taste it. Let's taste the pancake first. This is an eggnog pancake. Like I said, I didn't have any milk. So you have to improvise. When you don't have something, you have to go for what you know. And then the syrup that I prefer is actually Log Cabin, the original. That's what I actually prefer. So I have a little bit on our pancake, and I put some more yours too. If you want some extra, go ahead and put some on there. So let's taste it. Mmm. Oh my goodness. These pancakes really melt in your mouth. Oh my gosh. Mama Cicely and my mom would be proud, and they would be sitting here enjoying some breakfast with us if they were here, but they're here in spirit. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. I'm having a little bit of egg. Mm, delicious. So let's share some little bit of tidbits about me. So who taught me how to cook this? And I'm sure who taught her is probably her father, but my mom taught me how to share this. So let's see my mom. Well, that's Mama Cicely Tyson, and let's go to. This is my mom. My mom's name was Bernadette, and she's of course from Philadelphia. Her dad was from Maryland, and he grew up on a farm in Greensboro, Maryland. And he was stationed in the Army in World War II as a drill sergeant. And I remember her telling me stories about how she taught him how to cook and how her mom taught her how to cook. Um, and she enjoyed cooking for her sisters and her family, her children. So she taught me. I used to sit in the kitchen and watch like I was just watching TV. Watching my mom cook was just like magic, and I would be her taste tester. So she would always come to us and ask us if we needed some extra this or some extra that. So that is my mother, Bernadette Wilkerson, and she passed away. She left us in 2006. She had cancer, but she's my mom. She taught me how to cook, and alongside my best friend, I call her my sister Patty Ann Spicer. And she taught me some skills in the kitchen as well. But mom really made an impression on me. Everything that I pretty much learned in the kitchen, I learned from mom. And she would let me know if something was wrong. She wouldn't be mean about it, but she would tell me, add a little bit of this, add a little bit of that. So that is my mom, and so she taught me well, I guess. It's pretty good. And then let's see, Mama Cicely Tyson. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe she is gone. Mama Cicely would be. She would be like my grandmother or my grandparents' age. So yeah. Look how beautiful she is. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful soul. 96. Wow. So let's read a little bit about her. Let's go to Wikipedia, where you can find information about her. Wow, she was 5'3". She was married to Miles Davis from 1981 until 1988. What else can we learn about Mama Cicely? She was an American actress, of course, and fashion model, and a career spanning more than 7 decades. She became known for her portrayal of strong African American women. Yes, she did. I think the first movie I ever saw her in was King. She played Coretta Scott King, and I loved her in it. Tyson was the recipient of 3 Primetime Emmy Awards, and she won some Black Real Awards. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. She received an honorary Academy Award and a Peabody Award. Those are the highest accolades that you can get in the acting realm. So that's a wonderful, wonderful thing she accomplished. She appeared in minor film and television roles early in her career, and she garnered widespread attention and critical acclaim for her performance as Rebecca Morgan in Sounder. And I do remember reading a story about her being nominated for Best Actress for the Academy Award. And of course, she starred in the autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman. And she's just a wonderful, wonderful person. You see Kennedy Center honors wants to keep popping up. Beautiful, wonderful, phenomenal lady. I'm not sure if I would get in trouble if I played something of hers, but I'm not going to do that. Um, let's read a little bit about her early life. She was born in Harlem on December 19th, 1924, the daughter of Frederica Huggins Tyson, and her mother was a domestic worker. And her father was William Augustine Tyson, who worked as a carpenter, painter, and had other random jobs that he could find. She was one of 3 children. I'm one of 5, so I'm the second. I'm not sure how old where she fell in line, but I'm the second eldest of 5. Her parents were immigrants from Nevis in the West Indies. So, wow. So her parents came from like St. Kitts and Nevis. Wow. And her father arrived in New York City at age 21 and was processed at Ellis Island on August 4th, 1919. This is wonderful that she actually, and that we were actually able to find out when somebody actually stepped foot on soil, American soil, and it's documented. I think that's a wonderful thing because some people and their families, and I'm one of them, really don't know too much about your family sometimes. Sometimes it was taboo or sometimes it was, not talked about or for whatever reason. But that's a wonderful thing. So let's look at her early career. Tyson was discovered by a photographer for Ebony magazine and became a successful fashion model. We see that, Mama Cicely. She was a sharp lady. Her first acting role was on the NBC television series Frontiers of Faith in 1951. Now, one thing I find interesting about Mama Cicely is that she did not look her age, which was, I guess, a wonderful thing for her because she was truly preserved. So she could probably fit into a portrayal or a role of someone who was much, much younger than her. And that's a wonderful thing and makes you marketable in her industry for you to be able to maybe pass as somebody who's a little bit younger than you and you can still be competitive with some of the younger talent that are out there. That's a wonderful, obviously wonderful thing she had about going for herself. Um, so in the 1960s, the early 1960s, she appeared in the original cast of French playwright Jean Genet's The Blacks, alongside James Earl Jones, Maya Angelou, Godfrey Cambridge, Louis Gossett Jr., and Charles Gordon. Wow. Wow. In 1972, Tyson played the role of Rebecca Morgan in the film Sounder, and she was nominated for both the Academy Award and Golden Globe Awards. And you know how big that is in Hollywood. And for it to be in 1972, I know that before her and before a couple of other women of color, there was Dorothy Dandridge in I want to say 54 or 55. And I guess the Academy wasn't ready for a woman of color or a Black woman to hold such an esteem as being saying that she was talented enough to be named Best Actress in a predominantly all white industry. So I think that's a wonderful thing. Wow, for her to be nominated. I think she was nominated in 1972 alongside Miss, how can I forget her? Miss Diana Ross for Lady Sings the Blues. My mind went absent for a little bit, and I did take me some ginkgo biloba, but she accomplished that in 1972. In 1974, she played the breakthrough role of the autobiography of Miss Jane Pittman, for which she won a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Miniseries or Movie. What a wonderful accomplishment. Of course, she was in Roots. We already know she was in Roots, and she played Binta, who was Kunta Kinte's mother. And of course, like I mentioned earlier, she played Coretta Scott King in the 1978 miniseries King, for which she was also nominated for a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Miniseries or Movie. And she played Marva Collins. That was a really good movie. Marva Collins and the Marva Collins story. She acted her tail off in that movie. And I can see why she won the NAACP Image Award for that. But she was really, really a dynamic, passionate actress. She was about her craft and she was about making Black people proud and not just always subservient and always just so hide thee back in the corner and not be seen. But she was proud and she was almost Afro. Don't want to say Afrocentric, but she was pro-African American, which was a wonderful thing about her that I really, really, truly loved. I'm going to eat a little bit. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. And I'm going to have a little bit more pancake. So in her later career, she appeared in The Women of Brewster Place. I remember that. Of course, Sweet Justice. And another good role she was in was A Diary of a Mad Black Woman, the Tyler Perry movie. She was phenomenal in that, very funny. And she also appeared as Orta and Why Did I Get Married To? She was a really, really jazzy, phenomenal, admirable woman. I really just, I'm sorry for being, I guess I'm not going to be sorry because it's just kind of touched my heart because it seems like we've had such a really rough 2020 going into 21. 2020 has been so rough, and I know many people have lost their loved ones, and we've lost some friends along the way. And it's been a rough year, and it's kind of like, okay, well, when is it going to stop already? When are things going to kind of even out and pan out and get a little bit better? But to lose Mama Cicely and Diane Carroll, Larry King, those are people from my generation that we emulated and we wanted to kind of be like. And so they left torches and they left the flame burning for some really wonderful, admirable people that are currently with us still, like Oprah Winfrey and Iyanla Besant, and some other Tyler Perry, some other great gentlemen and women out there, and Gail King, and she has left a mark, and she has set and paved the way for us to walk in victorious and to walk in with our heads held high and not be ashamed of who we are, no matter who we are or what we are or where we come from. We should take a note from this lady's notebook. And I know she actually had a book that came out 2 days prior before she passed away. We should be able to take notes from her pages of her book and be able to take them and walk with them and run with them and learn from her experiences and take her advice. She was such a phenomenal young woman. And she lived a great life till 96. Oh my goodness. I really do want to live in my old and golden age too. I want to live to be that, God, willing, I would love to um, see my elderly age and be able to pass on wisdom and information and insight to the younger generation. I would love to do that. That would be awesome. Well, let's try some of the Scrapple, because I know some of you viewers are like, what is Scrapple? Scrapple is almost like a pate, almost, I'm going to say. And it's made out of scraps pretty much. I'm on the package, there's the ingredients of what Scrapple is. Excuse me. But Scrapple is a staple here in Philadelphia. And you can order it with your breakfast. You can really have it at any time of the day that you want. And you can cook it so many different ways. I pan fried it, battered in some all-purpose flour. Really, really delicious. And then, of course, we have turkey bacon. You already know what turkey bacon tastes like. You already know. I'm going to pick it up in my hand. I hope you don't mind. Let's just pick it up. Delicious. And then you can't forget about the grits. I'm sitting up here running my mouth and my food is getting cold. Well, I hope you really enjoyed the breakfast that I prepared for us today. We had our eggnog pancakes, turkey scrapple, cheese eggs, turkey bacon, grits, and some coffee. Rejoice in the Lord always. And that's who keeps me, the Lord. We all have different gods and religions that sometimes some of us serve, different gods or a part of different religions, but I'm not ashamed of mine. I'm a believer in the Lord Jesus Christ. I believe he died for my sins and he came on earth to die for me and to be my personal savior. And that's what I believe in. So I don't knock anybody who believes in anything, but I got to tell you who I believe in and who I love and who I serve and who puts breath in my body each morning. So I'm going to leave it there. And that was my makeup meal for you, for the chicken cheesesteak that fell apart a little bit. It was still delicious. It was still yummy. But that bread, it had to be fresh. I didn't make it the same day I brought my rolls. So I actually waited 3 or 4 days in between before I made the actual chicken cheesesteak for you, the video. And it didn't work out. The guts fell out. But you better believe I still ate my half, and I hope you ate your half too. So until next time, my viewers, my beautiful, wonderful, Confidently Char viewers, I'm Confidently Char Wilkerson here in Philadelphia. You already know I'm actually, thanks to technology and thanks to cyber world, I'm actually eating in the Reading terminal. If I can't really go out and I have to constantly wear a mask and there's sanctions going on that you can't really convene and eat in so many different places because there's risk of catching and this and catching that and whatnot. I chose to go cyber. And I put the background in back of me. I clicked it and I'm here at the Reading Terminal right on Filbert Street. So if you're ever in Philadelphia and you want some place to good to eat, there's so many different things for you to choose from. Fresh produce and fresh meats, so Thai food, Chinese food, Mexican, soul food, you name it. It is in the Reading Terminal. So get some coins and some dollars together and rub them together and create you a meal. Walk out of there with some fresh produce, some bananas and some grapes and some corn on a cob, you name it. They have it at the Reading Terminal Market. So I'm not really literally there, but I can pretend I'm there, right? So once again, I want you to have a really fabulous day and enjoy yourself. Be safe out there. And until next time, I hope you enjoyed yourself and I'll see you next time.